Okay, children, we can continue power, mineral resource and minerals and power resources. Distribution of the world, till then we discussed. Now, the mineral distribution of minerals in India, types of minerals, conservation of minerals, and the uses of minerals we are going to discuss today. The distribution of minerals in India. Mainly some of the important minerals are available in India. Those are iron. Bauxite, mica, copper, manganese, aluminium, obtained from the manganese stone, limestone, gold, and salt. Even that salt also one kind of mineral. These are that types of minerals mostly available in India. These are the first can discuss about that iron. Iron ore. The finest quality of iron is available in India, in the world. The finest quality of iron ore available in the world only, that is available in India. The mainly Chota Nagpur region, Jharkhand, Bihar, some of the most important the states like Odisha, Chhattisgarh, Goa, these areas is available. There are two types of iron ore is there. That is, one is that magnetite and hematite. The magnetite, the finest quality of iron, is available in this. Up to that, 70% of iron ore is available here. 70%. This is in 50 to 60% of iron is available in the hematite. Magnetite is the finest quality of iron ore available the mostly in India. The most important states are producing iron ore is Jharkhand, Odisha, Goa, Madhya Pradesh. Some of the important states, Chhattisgarh, most important states like that, even that Maharashtra also. This is that iron ore. And coming to that, bauxite. The bauxite is the very important mineral is available. The most amount of the reserves are available. As usual, Jharkhand, Chota Nagpur is all kind of minerals are available. But another important, the largest river, the reserves. Reserves, still we not reserve. Reserves are available. Or they in Visakhapatnam, in Andhra Pradesh, in Visakhapatnam district, bauxite. Large amount of the government is trying to extract these, but the tribal people are reacted. They don't want. They may disturb their life, their private life. All the people may went to the particular tribal region. So that's why the large section of the people are showing the protest against that. The extraction of this bauxite mines, but still now we not started. The mostly Jharkhand, Odisha, Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh and Andhra Pradesh also had that bauxite. And mica, coming to mica, largest producer in the world. Mica, the largest producer in the world. Most importantly, we are that mica producing state in the world: Jharkhand, Bihar, Andhra Pradesh and Rajasthan. Same as usual in every mineral. Jharkhand is in Andhra Pradesh also available. The mica, largest producer in the world, India country. And copper, deficit, is not much producer. India is deficit in the copper, not enough to minimum requirements. So the mostly in the Rajasthan, K3 mines producing, that is in Rajasthan. Important producer the copper, and as usual Madhya Pradesh, Jharkhand, all the states are producing, but mostly K3 mine in Rajasthan is deficient, not sufficient. Production is not available. The copper is very much useful for all kind of industries. Now going to discuss in the use of minerals now. Then limestone, one more, that is also the most important industry for cement industry. Limestone for cement industry, this is the Bihar, Jharkhand, Odisha, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, even the Tamil Nadu region of Tamil Nadu also producing more. The limestone is a very, very important industry for the cement, the raw material for the cement industry. And the availability of this limestone, even the Tamil Nadu, the first cement factory established in 1904, and based on that availability of the limestone, that particularly in the particular state. Another important thing is gold. This is also we are deficient. Kolar mines in Karnataka. Kolar mines available in Karnataka. This is the deepest mine in the world. The great depth you have to go for extraction of this gold. That is why the more expensive when you are taking, ready to take this, more expensive. That is the reason the gold rate may hike in this manner. So that not much available in India. We are importing from other countries. So the Kolar mine in Karnataka, the gold, that is the deepest. So that is the reason to more expensive to extract of this mineral. In the salt, one of the leading producer because we have a longest coastal line, 7,516.6 kilometer of length. We have the coastline from Gujarat to West Bengal, as usual that Andaman Nicobar Islands and Lakshadweep Islands. That is why we are that one of the leading producer of salt also is there. Now these are the important minerals that are available in India. Now we can discuss that about the uses of minerals. Generally, number of uses is there for that minerals. Without using this kind of development, it's not possible without use of minerals. So many uses are there. Minerals are used for the industries as well as many industries like that agricultural based or that automobile based. All kind of industries are used for these minerals as well as for some of that ornaments also made by the minerals only. Minerals which used for the gems, for that whatever the hardness. There are some of the various styles of the jewelry we can made by the minerals only. And another important jewelry, most important, the whatever the gold, silver, platinum. Gold, silver and platinum. And another important one is the copper is very, very important. Copper is a very, very important mineral for all kind of industries. Like from the copper is useful for making the coins to even the pipes. of various goods, pipes for the various industries, even that all kind of electric wires and so many preparing the pipes only through the pipes through the copper only. The coins to pipes they're preparing. The most another important one is the silicon that is used in the computer industry. It is made from the obtained from the quartz. One kind of mineral that is obtained from the silicon is obtained from the quartz. The very important thing that then aluminium. This is obtained from bauxite. Aluminium obtained from the bauxite. This is a very important industry for the automobile as well as for aeroplane. Automobile, aeroplane, bottling industry, so many is there. The most important is the automobile and aeroplane and the bottling. The most important it is from obtained from the bauxite. This is another important mineral. These are the important uses of minerals available in the India as well as in the world. But these many uses are there with this. So we have to conserve, we have to minimize the use of these for some amount of minerals how to give for our future generation. So how to conserve the minerals in India or in the world? These are the conservation of minerals. Conservation of minerals also is very important. Why? Because minerals are non-renewable resources. We discussed somewhat all the minerals whatever available. The first chapter only renewable and non-renewable. These are the resources of all kind of minerals are non-renewable resources. Once it's over, it may takes time, thousands of years to formation of this. Once it exhausted, it over this. It takes thousands of years for the formation of these minerals. So we have to that concentration formation takes thousands of years. That is why we have to minimize that mineral usage. What is it right now we are consuming? The rate of consuming the minerals is more faster or more than the rate of formation of these minerals. So that is why we have to minimize and reuse whatever that some of that minerals we have to do in this manner. So recycling metals like that iron, copper, whatever these all are the recycling we have to use, which minerals resources can be consumed. That is called 3R system we have to follow. That 3R, reduce, reuse and recycle. Then it is possible to survive some more long time with the help of these minerals. Otherwise, very difficult to survive in this manner. So, conservation of the mineral is very important. Why? The resources are non-renewable. Minerals are non-renewable. So, once we are exhausted this, once we use more, it takes some thousands of years to the formation of these minerals. At right now, the alarming rate, at present, uses of mineral is far more than the formation of the minerals. It's very faster we are using. It takes some thousands of years to formation in this manner. So that is the reason we have to follow the conservation method, that 3R system. Most importantly, reduce. We have to minimize and reuse. Reuse also, then the recycle. Then what are the minerals are available for us? We have to recycle again. Then it's may somewhat we can possible to continue some long period of time. This is that conservation of the minerals and power resources. Now that is mineral is over. Now the power resources. Power resources are two types. Generally, power is a very very important role playing in our daily ways life. Without power, now we cannot live. And that is a very very important thing. Without power, we cannot use all this modern technology. So, power is playing the vital role in that human being life. We also need a power for the whatever the industries, for agriculture, transport, communication, for each and everything, the defense. Agricultural pump sets is required, some other modern techniques we are using for agricultural field. And industry, without power they cannot run the machines. In the transport, now we are using the power, the whatever it is, train especially, communication. Now this is that, what we are saying that, using that, online classes, all these things, without power it's not possible. Even for the defense, power is very very important. Power resources may broadly divided into, power resource divided into two types. One is that conventional and non-conventional. Power resources are classified into conventional and non-conventional resources. What are the conventional resources means? That is called non-renewable. Conventional resource, otherwise known as non-renewable. These are renewable resources. Conventional resource also known as non-renewable. Non-conventional resources are renewable. We can get back. Once these resources are over, it may not possible to get back. It takes some millions of years or thousands of years, minimum thousands of years will take the time to formation of these. The non-conventional, whatever it is, renewable, those are. Now for example, conventional resources. Conventional resources like what is the firewood, the people used in Indian society, most importantly, the Indian society using mostly, that is firewood, coal, fossil fuels. Fossil fuels like petrol, diesel, whatever the coal, petroleum, natural gas. Natural gas comes under this. Then these are the most important, petroleum, natural gas, and idle power also comes under this. These are the most important conventional resources. We can discuss now each and everything. Now the firewood. So this is a very very important common good in the daily ways usage. The nearly 50% of that rural India, 50% of the people in a rural India for daily ways they are using for cooking and heating the different things. Like for domestic purpose, firewood is a very very important mineral only. We can consider that resource. The resource, firewood is the most important resource in the rural area. Nearly 50% of the rural area people are utilizing usage. This is the firewood. Then our country, that is mostly remain the plants and animals. This is mostly available that from the plants only. The firewood we are using, which whatever sometimes coal also form through this dead remains of plants and animals, whatever the long period of a time it's buried under the ground, some millions of years, more than thousands of years it's formed, then it's formed like some of the fossil fuels also from the firewood. Then fossil fuels such as coal, petroleum, natural gas, all these are the main sources of the conventional energy. The mostly the firewood also limited because due to the increasing of population, we are indiscriminate in cutting of forest. We are occupying the forest land, expansion of agriculture, expansion of the towns and cities, and in the rural area living space. We are using the forest what at long period of time, long back of time, the more what forest is occupied much of the space. Now we are indiscriminately cutting all these things. We are using now as a settlement like the people who are settled living on the particular space. So that is why automatically even that firewood also now reducing. Then alarming rate. What is required that maintaining the ecological balance in the forest area, minimum 1/3 of that living space is required, but in that manner really is not existed. Even 1/6 also not really existed, less than 16%, less than 17 is generally 1/6 or 16 or 17. Between that we have that forest land. Because of that increasing of population, we are indiscriminately cutting down of the forest land. That is main alarming rate that definitely we have to realize. Otherwise, unpredictable these climatic changes in the society. That is the firewood. Second one is that most important one is the coal. Very important fossil fuel. The mostly abundantly found in the fossil fuel is a very important thing is the coal only. Whatever the electricity is most importantly electricity generated from the coal only. What the electricity from the coal is called the produce or that generate, that is called thermal power. What that generation of the electricity based on the coal, what that is known as thermal power. This is very important one is thermal power is the most important power. Basically this is the first power on the based on the coal only. We are that all these started, that modern methods we started like steam engine. After that burning of these they get that steam. So the coal is very important. When the giant ferns, that is called whatever that ferns means that without the flowering or fruits, anything, the plant, flowers or leaves won't be that. Giant ferns and swamps, that's underground, so much low-lying areas. In the ground, low-lying area. In such a manner, whatever the giant ferns went to that underground base and got the buried under the larger, the layer of that earth, layer of the earth. Due to that, this is whatever the ferns is there, buried in that swamps. It takes some millions of time. After that, it formed like a coal. It formed like a coal only from that. What is that? Plants only, from the plants only. Leading coal producers in the world. Leading coal producers in the world is China, USA, Germany, France. Some of the most important countries are as well as India also. USA, China, Germany, France are the European countries, and even that Africa continent also produce. When that India also the one of the most important producer of the coal in the world. The coal producing areas in that's mostly in that whatever this the China, USA, Germany, some other European countries. In India is some of the most important state. India, Jharkhand. Jharkhand is the most important. Some of the most important coal mines. Raniganj, Jharia, Raniganj, Jharia. The most important produce Dhanbad and Bokaro. Dhanbad and Bokaro. The most important produce, that is coal mines in India, these all are available in a Jharkhand state only. That is the coal producing, very important one, production of the coal. And another important producer, the fossil fuel, most important one is that petroleum. This is another very important petrol found between the layers of the rocks. Between the layers of the rocks, and it is drilled from that oil field. The drilling already we discussed in the first part. What are the methods of extraction of minerals? Those are the 2-3 types mostly. One is that open cast, that is first mining, drilling and quarrying. In the mining again 2 types, shaft, open cast and shaft. That is the drilling, the deepest, what are the minerals are deposited in the depth, great depth between the rocks. Through the drilling only, this is to extract the method of petroleum. Located in offshore and coastal areas, mostly between the rocks, mostly is available in that offshore field, that is in the great depth, and very close to the coastal areas. Mostly the petroleum is available. This is sent to the refinery. Whatever the petroleum is available, crude, that is called crude, sent to the refinery center. The processed crude oil produce variety of different products like petrol, diesel, kerosene, and other kind of lubricant, wax, plastic and other kind of lubricants. Petroleum is the most important good. So that's its derivates. Whatever the derivates is called black gold. Petroleum and its derivatives, whatever it is available from the petrol, things are drawn from the petrol. All these are called black gold. Whatever the things are available from the petroleum, those from that is known as black gold. Now that is very important. Petroleum is a very important fuel, very important mineral. Entire the world depends on the petroleum right now. The chief petroleum production countries are mostly in the desert countries like Iran, Iraq, Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia, these are the most important producing countries in the world. We are coming to India, mostly, and Digboy. The most important one is Digboy in Assam, oldest oil field mine, and Mumbai High in Arabian Sea. Near to the Bombay, and the Krishna Godavari Delta, KZ Basin, whatever that KZ Basin, Krishna Godavari Delta in Andhra Pradesh, the most important producing petrol producing regions in India. In the world, Iran, Iraq and Saudi Arabia most important, and even the Qatar also. But most important producing states in India, that Assam is the oldest petroleum mine, and Mumbai High in the Arabian Sea close to the Maharashtra, close to Mumbai, and in Krishna Godavari Delta in Andhra Pradesh also most important producing states. And natural gas. Another important natural gas is found along with the petroleum. Along with that petroleum, where that mostly petroleum is available along with that, and some cases not along with that petroleum, mostly along with the petroleum products only, the natural gases deposits available. Relates when the crude oil is brought to the surface, from that time only, relates this is that the most important producing countries in the world is Russia, Norway, United Kingdom, Netherlands. The most importantly, Russia, Norway, United Kingdom, Netherlands, and the major producer of this natural gas. Whereas in India, coming to the India, Jaisalmer, these are the Russia in the world, UK, Netherlands, some of the important. Whereas coming to India, what is the most? Jaisalmer. In Rajasthan, the most important one, that is in very much dry area, Jaisalmer and Krishna Godavari Delta, KZ Basin, KZ Delta in Andhra Pradesh, that is Vijayeshwaram, one place is there, the most important natural gas producing area, Vijayeshwaram in Andhra Pradesh, Godavari districts, and Tripura, and some of that seashore area of Mumbai, whatever some of that regions, Tripura in the northeastern state, and seashore areas like that, what are the Mumbai High, and even the Kakinada region also, some of the gas petrol that producing, the Reliance group of industry extracting from near Kakinada in that Bay of Bengal in Andhra Pradesh. These are the most important natural gas producing states. But because of that sharp increasing, almost all the people are now utilizing this, all kind of these power resources, like the petrol, the diesel, natural gas for that various purpose. So that is the reason consumption is increased much. Consumption of these natural gases is increased much when compared to that past 50 years. So now that alarming rate, now those are the reducing much. When consumption is increased, that automatically these are the resources are reduced at alarming rate only. So now the people are must alarm to minimize utilization of these. Otherwise, the depletion. How we like that water resource also. At the time of formation of the earth is what amount of water is there. Even now also there, same amount. But population increase, fresh water is not available. Due to that, industrial effluents merging with that. Water contamination, diseases spread, polluted the water. So, if we are not minimize this, they may draft like water only. These also once over, then highly difficult to survival in this manner at right now. So we have to minimize this natural gas, all this petrol, diesel, whatever the petrol, diesel, kerosene, waxes, other lubricants, other firewood, all these things we have to utilize, minimize. And another important one is that idle power. Hydel power is very important. Another important resource is available in India. It is from that it can produce from the falling of water where the dams are constructed. In that through the pipes inside the dam, they set the pipes through the pipes. The dam over the turbines. Turbines means just like that round wheels they are produced, placed at the bottom of the dam. Once the water is flow, the turbines on the turbines. Due to that, because of the pressure, it can produce the moving blades, then that generate the and produce some amount of electricity. Through that, the most importantly, we are producing hydel electricity. Right now, more percent of electricity generated from that hydel power only when compared to the previous last 50 years back. First one is only thermal, now the hydel electricity is only more we are producing. But after generating of this hydel electricity, after the power generated, the water is used for the irrigation also. So, multi-purpose dams are constructed. That is the purpose. That is the reason multi-purpose dams are constructed. After generating that electricity, the water is discharged and drained for the agricultural field. That is irrigation automatically is very good. So the world, that 25% of the world is using that electricity alone from the hydel power only. The leading producer of the hydroelectricity in the world are in South American countries. Paraguay the most, and Norway, Brazil and China. The most important one is that Paraguay, Brazil, Norway, European country, and China. Even India also, the most important one is, the most important state, some of that multi-purpose dams are constructed for the power generation. India, mostly the Bakranangal, Damodara Valley project, Nagarjuna Sagar, Rana Pratap Sagar, Sardar Sarovar Dam, number of multi-purpose dams are constructed in the Himachal Pradesh, Bakranangal in Himachal Pradesh, Damodara Valley in West Bengal, Hirakud in Odisha, Nagarjuna Sagar in Telangana. Some of the important projects are constructed and generation of the power through these projects. So India is also one of the most important producer of hydel power. This is the most importantly the conventional resources. In next class we are going to discuss in the non-conventional resources.